the lies. What? Crappy, are you here? Or is that was that at the end of the other stream? All right. Anyway, what's going on, my friends? Welcome back to another fun-filled edition of Kerm Arts, baby. Torch Tuesdays is back in action. I hope the audio is all right. I'm testing out the new wireless mic strat. I might have to go survey and see if it's working decent. Nice and hot day though. A little toasty. It's going to be a toasty one in the studio here. Not going to lie. Not going to lie, lads. But it should be a fun one. And we're going to make some cool things. We're going to have a good time. And we are going to enjoy every step of the way. All right. Mic should be working though. I'm hoping it is. I'm going to go grab the old laptop and check if everything is working accordingly. So give me 1 second. Okay. Are we good? Oh, I think it is. I think it's good. Little reverb. Well, I think we're good to go. All right. Let me turn this down a little bit too. All right. I think it's good to go. I wonder how far this wireless mic goes. Seems to be good. All right. Let's get back in the studio and get started. Whew. All that running back and forth. I was like, brother, this is too much. But I think the audio sounds fine with the mic and everything. I was wondering if I should have ran it through, what's it called? Streamlabs. That way I could potentially have my alerts and all that other stuff as well. But I'm hoping everything's good. It was just kind of hard to check the audio while I was right there, but the mic seemed to keep working even when I went upstairs. So I think we are golden, lads. And also I wonder too if because I've had a few times where I've gone live on like the IRL setup like this, right? And it doesn't send out the notification that like Kerm's now live type of thing. So I'm hoping that's all good to go. Either way though, Torch Tuesdays are back. Let's go, lads. I'll try to run some tunes on my old phone here. But I'm hoping it's all good and set up. I'll wait till someone gets in to the chat and get a little bit of feedback from them. Little bit of feedback. All right, got the gases half on. Got all the dogs barking in the background. Oh man, I swear, where I live, just all the time with dogs like that, just barking away, but it's crazy, for reals. All right, let's get to it though, lads. Oh shit. Also, my bad, I was a little bit delayed on getting the stream started and with my posts and all that. Just because I forgot to turn the kiln on. I was wrapping up some other things. I had to eat some food. I had to do a number of different things. So got a little bit of a late start, but I'm hoping the audio and everything is good to go. Delicious. All right, though, boys. Let's get cracking. I hope not literally cracking. Thanks, buddy. How you doing today there, Crappy Ass Gamer? How you doing, my main man? Good to see you. Always happy to have you. Hopefully the audio's good and you can hear me with the wireless mic and the music and all that good stuff quite clearly. Hard for me to tell. I tried to check on my laptop and it seemed like it was fine. But hope you're doing well, big boss. Heck yeah, man. The old Slayer, my guy. Yeah, we'll see how long I run on in here too. Maybe halfway through we'll transition to just like a gaming stream or something. I probably will have to pause the stream before I do that though, just because I don't have it running through OBS or anything. I just have it on the crappy phone mobile setup. But yeah, let me know if the audio is decent and you can hear the tunes and hear me well. We're testing some new gear, testing out the new little mic. Also, let me pan this up at tweets. Just a weensy weens. There we go. Sweet. I think that's good. Yeah. Cool, brother. Heck yeah, though, man. Good luck on the old dragon task, big boss. So what I'm going to start out with, since I'm still quite low on color, I got started on a cobra skeleton a while back, and I want to work more on that. We just have the bare bones right now, just a super long spine. So I'm going to keep layering up the back, and then we're going to put some ribs together and get those all attached on. And also, if anyone's got any questions about glass blowing or studio setups or anything of that nature, feel free to ask at any time. But we back, boys. Torch Tuesdays is back. Feels good, man. Feels good to be back on the torch, baby. It's been a hot minute. Been a hot minute. See if I still got it. See if I still got the skills to pay the bills, lads. Also, if anyone has any requests on what they'd like me to make, I can potentially do that too. Paid, of course. Just kidding. Don't have to pay. Also, one thing is going to be keeping this spine as straight as I can without excess heat. Trying to bend it around on me. So I'm going to have to just try to focus the flame right on the front. Right on the money. Otherwise, the radiant heat can bend the spine kind of out of proportion. And I don't know if anyone caught it right there, but I had to grab on with the tweezers to prevent it from coming back down and falling on me. I think everything's still, that's a bit off. It's a little bit off now, just from that small little bit of heat. So we're gonna go back in and make it happen. Correct that. There we go. Nice and straight, nice and smooth. All right, I think for the rest of the dots too, we're just gonna chill and just do little ones. Nothing crazy. Not super huge ones, you know? But heck yeah, boys, I'm excited to be back in the studio myself. And I know a lot of people have been asking for a glass blowing stream for quite some time. So here it is. We got it. We did it. We making it happen. Right now, dang it. Actually, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. A little bigger size-wise. That way we can kind of transition in a nice, smooth order down to some smaller ones. That way things look a little more symmetrical, you know? Cool. Nice. I like it. I like it. Also, I hope everyone had a great weekend. It's nice to see ya. Nice to be back on the stream. And we got some good quests knocked out last time we were on, so that was fun. And we'll see tonight, lads. Maybe after I make some more progress on this, maybe we'll head upstairs to the gaming studio and knock out a couple more quests, depending on how long we rock things in the studio here. I want a little bit more on there. A little more of a chunk. Man, oh man, though. It's a hot one today, lads. I think it was 80 something degrees. So I'm cooking. I'm straight cooking in the studio right now. For realsers. All right. I'll try to streamline things a little bit too. Go a little quicker on it, you know? But at the same time, you can't rush perfection. Ah, man, this is the bread and butter, though, boys. This is one of the first main things that I did on my streams. Was just blowing glass in the studio and chilling. And I'm hoping to bring it back, depending on the numbers. I mean, not just depending on the numbers. Even if it's a slower stream, it is a Tuesday on a weekday. So, might not be necessarily the category of what I'm doing, but just the nature of the day, you know? Which I do get it. I do understand. Whipping up another segmented B plug. Yeah, dude, a giant one. Look at the, who wouldn't want this as a keister ornament? Oh, she's getting a little toppily on me though. Yeah, a little small, dude. A little small, you know? Appreciate you stopping by there, though, big boss. How's the audio sounding, by the way? Because I'm testing out the new mic here. Hopefully you can hear the tunes and me better than the ones in the past. But no, I'm making a spine for a Cobra skeleton. That's the plan. Don't listen to OP. He's off his rocker. He's out of his mind as usual. Pretty funny though, in all fairness. Sounds good? Awesome. He'll be lurking, but figured you'd say what's up real quick. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, we're just going to get all the dots on the back, and then we're going to work on the old ribs. Appreciate you stopping in, big boss. I wonder, try to hit the lurk command too, because try to hit exclamation lurk. I don't know if it'll work, because I don't know, like, I don't think any of my alerts are set up, just on the bare bones mobile setup, but maybe Nightbot's still in here. I do not know. It's been a while. Last kind of IRL one we did on the phone was the old Wander and Ponder, the old walk and talk hiking episode, which was a fun time. I enjoyed it. Alright, with putting these dots on though, she gets a little bit off center at times. You know what I could do, potentially, is run a bridge all the way along the back to here to keep everything like in line. But I think we've got most of it sorted. And also, I mean, it doesn't have to be dead center, because I am going to be kind of coiling around the spine at some point in the game here. Alright, now I'm just going to do some more solid small ones. Switch it up. Actually, we'll do one more flat. One more flatty. Had to hop on your phone quick to join chat. It's supposed to be on Xbox for some reason, but won't be able to do the lurk command. No worries. No worries, buddy. I just was trying to see if it worked. I can try and press it myself. Lurk in my own stream. But also, lads, if you do enjoy this kind of content, I will definitely do more. But if you'd just rather see some more of the gameplay side of things, I think numbers and viewership wise, game streams are definitely more of my sweet spot as far as analytics are concerned. And I do want to beef up the production value side of things as well, if possible. I'm going to try on the next one to, I don't know, I just was running into issues trying to run it through OBS and having my phone as a camera source, because it was just kind of weird. It was just doing things, you know. But yeah, definitely give me some feedback, boys, if you wouldn't mind. That way, in the future, I can see if this is something we want more of back on the old channel. Because, I mean, I enjoy it personally, but it's all about the viewers' enjoyment as well. You know. A few typos in there. You'll catch me later, though, bud. You might swing back in the chat. Sounds good, buddy. Sounds good, big boss. Anytime, man. You're always welcome here on the stream. Also, forgive me if I'm a minute or two behind on any of the chats. I will, I'll try to look up as frequently as possible, but safety first, boys, safety first. Don't want to burn myself or nothing dumb like that. Alright, I gotta try to keep these dots as centered as possible as well. Because when doing consecutive ones like this, it's easy to go a little bit off track. I want to try to keep them perfectly lined up. But it's easy to do. Definitely easy to get misaligned on these things. Heck yeah, though, lads. Hope everyone had a absolutely banging weekend and a good start to your week as well. Much love for everyone who's already showed up. Much appreciation as always. And I do hope the notification was good as well, because occasionally I've heard when I've started an IRL stream, the live notification doesn't go off, but I don't know, maybe they just didn't have their Wi-Fi or data on at the time or something. Might not necessarily be me, but I do want to double check and make sure. You know what I mean? Alright, we're going to start doing some smaller dots. Now we're getting towards the tail end of the spine. There's some more little ones. Little guys. Alright, I gotta move down as well. It's about to get hot on the hands. Too hot to handle. Literally. Ah, it was a hair too big. Just by a nanometer. Oh shit. We got a cracker. We got a cracker lurking. It's alright. I think it just wasn't sealed in as well as I wanted on the sides there. Alright. We'll keep an eye out on that though. Make sure it doesn't cause any further trouble. But I can always remove a little segment of the spine. Alright, last dot. We're good to go. Look at this dang old thing. It's quite the beast. Alright, I'm going to pop it in the kiln. It might just barely fit in. Yep. Perfect. Woo! It's a hot one. It's a hot one today, lads. I am sweating. Sweating big style. Alright, next up though, now that we've got all of the dots on the spinal column, next little step here is going to be making and attaching a bunch of ribs. So, kind of like this guy I've got laying on the table. We're going to make a bunch of different little ribs. I think the portion of the middle part on the cobra skeleton is somewhat connected. I think I'm going to connect them, and then the ones at the back, I'm going to do more free, kind of free swinging. Sheesh. It's a wormy though, boys. All right, so my process in mind for making the ribs is we're going to use a bit of 8mm that I was just laying some of the dots on with. And basically, we're going to get a bunch of different handles made up out of some 4mm and connect them all, make a bunch of little glass sausages basically, and then get them all connected on the snake, on the spine, and it should start taking shape. All right, so we're just going to clip up a few of these. Also, I was just thinking about, well, let's get the ribs made first. But I think inevitably I am going to have to connect a bridge column in the middle, so I have something I can connect up the handles of the ribs on and get those taken care of. That way I can hit them with the mini torch down here and have that all good to go. Dang, old goggles be sweaty too. Sweaty Betties, man. Sweaty Betties. All right, let's get back to it, my dudes. So this part, pretty simple process. Just gonna shape the ends out a tiny bit, then grab our 3mm, put it on a really low setting flame. And we're going to connect up the 4 to the 8mm. Give it a quick seal and a little pull. Make sure we are on centered as well. This is kind of a big project though, lads, so may take some time to get completed, but I think we can make a good bit of progress today on the stream. I'm hoping to get a good portion of the ribs connected. And then once we do that, I wonder too if I want to pre-shape before I get the ribs connected. I might. That might not be a bad idea, because I think if I get all the ribs on and then try to shape it out afterwards for more of that coiled up cobra skeleton snake kind of look, then we're going to run into some major issues if we have a bunch of free swinging ribs hanging off the side, right? So I think a little bit of pre-shaping is going to be the move. Also, once again, if anyone has any sort of questions about what I'm doing or want me to explain in more detail any part of the process, feel free to ask any sort of questions like that in chat. And I will 100% get back to you and try to explain it to the best of my ability. You got piety? Nice, brother. Let's go, man. Let's go. I still need to get that myself. And you're liking the stream. Thank you, big boss. Means a lot to me. You know, it's always kind of hard switching up different sides of the content and trying to do something I either haven't done in a while or that doesn't necessarily do as well as the game streams at times. So I really appreciate that, big boss. Also, with bigger you know, larger projects like this, they do take time. It's definitely a slow process. We got 2 ribs made though already, right off the rip. Only like 900 more. No, not 900, but a good amount, unfortunately. But yeah, with bigger, larger scale projects like this, it will take a minute to see what the end goal is taking shape towards, but I think it'll be a fun one. And I'm a little low on color. I can transition to making a smaller scale piece as well. We could double up. We could have the large and in charge in there, and I can make a smaller pendant too. But even with some of the smaller pendants, depending on the detail of things, even those can take upwards of 3 hours or so, depending on what it is. I'm just specifically kind of thinking like my skull pendants and the dinosaur skulls and stuff. But I could make a simple, less sculpted hollow piece or something a lot quicker. Also, all my RuneScape boys, this is some prep from a while back. Don't know how well it's showing up on the camera there, but we got a cool, fun little Slayer skull hanging out on the workbench. Slay. Exactly, my man. Exactly. I think I can even turn this flame down a touch more. I don't know if I need all the heat. Heck yeah, though, buddy. I did, we got a few random half-made projects down here. I started an Elvarg from Dragon Slayer 1 a while back, but I didn't really like the color. It matched the color of the dragon, but this color is just really a little difficult to work. It overheats kind of too quickly. And in the further in the pile, I started like a DFS shield a while ago too, and it was coming out pretty cool, but it kind of split through the back and cracked on me. But that's definitely something I gotta rework. And I use black, and I wanted to use more of a gray, but definitely a project I'd like to revisit. Both of them I'd like to remake at some point, just with better colors. So once you heat a small section, you give it a baby pull. We're basically just making a bunch of glass corn dogs or foot-long hot dogs at this stage, because we're making all the ribs to connect to the cobra skeleton that we're working on. So we just got to make a bunch of these little glass corn dogs. We already got 4 laying down here. I think I'm gonna keep working with the 8mm, and then we'll switch to some 6mm. That way we have a little bit of diameter change in between. I don't want all the ribs being the exact same. Like I want the back ones to be a little thinner and some of the front slash middle ones a little more thickness on the quickness. You know what I'm saying? What is that emote? What's happening there? How you been? How you doing, big boss? Speaking of, though, too, where's Long Hair Bear at? He was he was a requester. He was requesting a glass blowing stream out of me, and I'm finally doing it. And he's nowhere to be found. Just kidding. He might just be chilling. Might be busy or something or other. It is a mere Tuesday. But heck yeah, boys. Hope everyone is having a awesome start of the week and had an enjoyable, fun weekend. I appreciate everyone for tuning in to this glass blowing stream. A little bit of a change of pace, you know, a little bit different than the regular standard gaming streams. I like to hold up one of the other ribs too, so I can get an idea for the length and make them all as identical as possible. Also, lads, I do want to upgrade the IRL setup, and I'd love to actually run it through OBS so I can have different screens. I'd like a main screen like this, like we already got, and then I'll use one of my older pairs of glass blowing lenses and put that right in front like that. So there's a detail one, so a camera right here, so you can see more of the fine knit details of things, right? And then a potential third screen where I can do fishing grinds or wood cutting on RuneScape while I'm blowing glass, just as another fun option. I don't know where I'd set that up. Maybe over here, maybe on the iPad or something like that. We'll see. We will see. Oh man, these ribs be taking their sweet time. But we got a good few knocked out at the moment. My goggles are just starting to steam up. It's a damn hot one. Been a good time. Been making beads recently. Made a Bora flower for Mother's Day. So with a lot of fun of the RuneScape glass. Hope your week's going well. Start mining. Yeah, I want to do something on that end, but really appreciate it, man. That sounds awesome. Sounds really cool. You've been making some stuff yourself. I love it. I love it. I still have to finish this bad boy off. I'm thinking about just doing a dry rig. Oh, the back of the handle got a little toasty from those punties. But I gotta finish this skull off once and for all. It's so close, and it's just been sitting on my bench for longer than I'd have liked. So I need to make some progress on that too. Maybe I could whip up a quick can or something for it now. Potentially. But yeah, that'd be awesome. I want to get a second camera for the detailed stuff. And I want to get a third screen with like the RuneScape grind while making stuff on there too. Also want to do something with this Triceratops skull that I've had laying around for a minute. I may just end up turning it into a pendant, but I don't know. Not sure yet, because I feel like it'd be a little bit of a thick boy for pendant side of things. So maybe I'll just use it as an attachment or something. All right, though. I kind of want to whip up an alternate little project in the meanwhile. Double up on something. I don't know what ideas I've got though. I mean, I could potentially use some of this space tubing with this kind of purple spine I made a while back. And we could make like a fat spoon pipe out of that. And then we could whack the Slayer skull that I made a while ago on the front or something. That might look kind of cool. I do want to get more of these ribs knocked out though, so we can start sticking them on the cobra skeleton we're working on, and it'll start taking a little more shape, and you'll be able to hopefully see the vision before it's all put together. It's very cool. Love to learn how to make T-Rex skulls. Love the dinosaurs. Been working on a Reptar sculpture for like a month. Just need to put it all together. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, man, let me know. I can show you some tips and tricks on putting together certain dino skulls and stuff like that. I've got this too. It's been, dude, it's been laying around for like 2 years. It's all hollow, and I kind of want to use it as a mouthpiece of sorts, but it's like a full skeleton man with dino skull mask type deal. It's all CFL as well, or I think the head might be UV, but it's mostly CFL. I pretty much have all the components made for it too. I just haven't put it together. Like, I just don't know what to do with it. I had an idea for a maybe like banjo style rig, but yeah, I have the pelvis. I have some arms laying around. I pretty much got everything to put it together as a skeleton, but I'm thinking like, what do I do? You know, do I just make a giant base, or do I just turn it into some kind of extravagant dry pipe? I don't know. Chippy, what's going on, buddy? I'm doing well, my man. Just blowing some glass, having a good little evening, hanging out here with all of you. We're working on the project today. I've got this absolutely giant spine. Don't know if you can see how long this puppy is, but she long. And the plan is I'm going to bend this into more of a coiled up shape And then we're going to take our ribs that we're prepping, stick them on the sides, start wrapping those around, and hopefully it's going to start looking a little more Cobra skeleton-ish. But I got a lot more ribs to cook up here. I think I'll use this other bit of 8mm too. Some of this glass is just so dirty. I need to give it a wipe off. BRB, walking the dog. No worries, big boss. Enjoy the fresh air, my man. It's definitely a warm one. Definitely a warm one here today, lads. All right. Let's get back to the ribage. I need a few more 4mm handles prepared. Oh man, this isn't my last bit of 4mm though, is it? No, I think I have some in my glass box downstairs, if I'm not mistaken. And I have a few just random bits lying around too. All right, we'll clip a few bits off of this as well. All right, I need to knock these out. Let's try to knock them out quick in the next 30-40 minutes so we can get to attaching them, the fun part, the fun stuff. Also, I may grab my laptop, or I could look it up on the phone that's playing the tunes, but I do want to get a quick visual before I bend the spine on, you know, more specific look. I have a rough idea in my head of the Cobra skeleton, but I want to get a couple visuals as well. A lot of the time I like to draw something out. I like to draw a nice picture. Like when I was making the glass beetle sculptures, I drew this out to kind of reference. But all right, let's not delay. Let's get back to the ribbage. The ribage. You can only do that when the oxygen's not on. Don't try it when you crack the O2. You will incinerate yourself. just fair warning. Trust me. I'm a professional. Also, lads, any requests? I can totally make a random idea as long as it's not super strange. No dongs, no butt plugs. You know, something normal, something fun. Although in your mind that may be fun. But not really something I'd want to make on stream. All right, let's keep it moving. This song's kind of weird. It's not bad, but the notes on it sounds like a broken speaker. But it's just the song. All right, I think we got just enough. just enough of the 8 mil right here. We can at least make one more rib ski out of it. The old McRib. Heck yeah, though, boys. I'm glad we've had a lot of the regulars showing on up for this stream, man. I'm stoked. Torch Tuesday is coming back. It's making a comeback. 100%ly. Alright, I just need to knock off this end bit here. Also, when you remove excess glass, you might hear a cool sizzle splash sound. I have a bowl of water in front of me, and that's where all the scraps get tossed into. It's definitely a satisfying noise. I'm a big fan of the old sizzle myself. Alright, that one had a little bit of scuzz on it, a little bit unclean, so I used the tweezers to kind of peel it off. And we're just going to size this one out the same as we've done with the rest of the ribs. And we got a little pile, we got a little bundle started down here. Got a good few ready to go. I think now, though, give this a quick wipe off. We're going to transition to a little smaller diameter. We're going to use the 6. We're going to use the 6 mil instead. Just flame cut that. Also, if anyone was curious, this is all solid glass, not hollow. So it's all rock solid versus a piece of hollow tubing, which is, as it sounds, a hollow piece of tubing. All right, let's start connecting up some 6. I think we're going to bend up the spine after this. And start putting some ribs on. The fun stuff. Because all the prep work can be just a little tedious and repetitive. Especially when it's hot. Especially when it's a hot one. And it be a hot one. Right now, for sure. All right, basically the same thing, just a smaller diameter. And let's see, 2, 4, 5. Okay, I've got 5 of those. I think I'm gonna make 6 each. So we'll work more of the 6 mil ones now, and I'll go back and make another extra one out of the 8. Oh man, it's cooking. It's cooking, lads. It was like 80 something most of the day here. So with the torch and the ambient temperature, definitely a hot one in the studio today. Welcome to Hot Ones, the show with hot glass and an even hotter studio. All right, get a little size Refi. Trim that down. Theoretically, if I had woken up a little earlier, I could have knocked out some of this more tedious, repetitive prepping of les ribs. So we can just do more actual construction of things on the stream, but it's part of the process, so can't be mad at it. Also, lads, whoever tuned into the Gundam stream when I started making the Goof custom the other day, that was a lot of fun. I wanted to do it all on stream, but I was just feeling kind of bored last night when I was hanging out watching some shows in my room, and ended up putting it all together. So I have to show you guys how it turned out. It looks pretty rad. Definitely a more complicated build than the first one I made, but once I finally got it done, it felt really good and looked awesome. So I'll have to show you how that turned out. Depending on how long I go here too, I could potentially cut the stream and pop up to the game studio, and we could do a little more questing on the old RuneScape, lads. But I do want to make a little more progress on this first, so we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. All right, already got 3 knocked out of the 6mm. Looking good, looking nice. Just 3 more, and then 1 more of the 8. And I'm going to start bending the spine and getting them connected. The more enjoyable parts, I'd say. But we got a nice long bit of 6 here, so we'll continue working with that as I have more of a supply. Also, lads, all my RuneScape glass art fans that follow me on the old Instagram, if you've seen my glass runes in the past, once I get some more color ordered, we're gonna make some more runes. Because those first batches I made came out really cool, and I'd love to make some more. All right, I'm gonna separate these though, so I don't get them mixed up. Alrighty. All right, 2 more to go. Almost there. Secret process, bud. Can't stream those. No, I'm just kidding. I might. It's pretty simple, honestly. Pretty simple. Just provided I gotta have the right colors. Oh, actually, I like to use I do like to have a rod of solid, but in the past I've used some of this frit, some of this Portland gray, but I just have super fine ground. I might have just enough to do a smaller rune with. I had a rad idea as well. I gotta get some calipers and make sure it's all the right size. But I want to make some death rune plugs, like some gauges for someone. I think that'd look pretty badass, to be fair. But I just gotta grab some calipers so I can make sure it's the right exact size. You know what I mean? I'm gonna clip a little bit off of this. Also, if anyone would like, I've got the VOD YouTube where I upload all of my VODs and past streams. But I'm thinking about making a second channel, or maybe repurposing my old one that I used to put all my fishing videos on, and doing some simple glass tutorials. Some other things of that nature. Maybe still a little camping and fishing videos, traveling type stuff, especially when I got my Japan trip in the fall. I need I'm definitely gonna do some IRL streams out there for sure, but I also want to make like a specific kind of travel vlog style few as well. So definitely be on the lookout for those. Oh, that'd be sick. Made some milli of some simple runes. Yeah, dude, I think the death rune plugs could look dope. Maybe not death rune though. I might have to do something a little easier, because depending on the size, I might not be able to get all the detail of like the death rune skull face, if you know what I'm saying. So maybe I could definitely do a blood rune or a water. Speaking of, I wonder if I have, because I have a little bit of this frit that I could use for the outer color of the runes. But I wonder what I got for any inside. Oh, I do have a little of this green left that I used last time to make the nature runes. It's a nice nature rune-esque kind of green. So maybe I could bust out a couple a couple natty runes with this Frit. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, we got 5 of each. So I gotta make 1 more of each. And then it's spine crunching time. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, if you're on the Discord or on my Instagram, feel free to shoot me some pictures of your work or whatever. I wonder if I can I even type in the chat? No, I can only hide chat or show it. Damn. I was going to see if any of the commands work on the IRL setup. If you want to try and just hit !IG. I don't know if it'll work or not. Also, the Discord is linked on my page, or you could also try !Discord as well. But I don't know if the Nightbot commands work while I'm on. Oh, it does. Sick. Awesome. Super cool. Super cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it would work being on the IRL setup, but that's really cool it does. I think it's just like my alerts and like bits and gifted subs and all that don't work as well on the damn IRL setup. Oh yeah, I know you, man. I know you. What'd you say you finished though? You finished Curse of Arav or something? Heck yeah. I just did, what did I do the other night on stream? I did Lunar Diplomacy finally. And knocked out Mountain Daughter, which was kind of a damn sad quest, dude. It was a bit of a bummer. Like this guy, he was looking for his daughter, and I was looking for her, and she got killed by some bear guy in the cave or something like that, and the guy wasn't even a bear. It was some guy in a bear suit. And then I had to like put the body back and bring it to the thing and like bury it and show the dad. It was kind of creepy, dude. Kind of a creepy quest on old RuneScape, to be fair. You made a couple sites with Sons of Pigs. It's definitely one of the more sad quests. Finish it recently. I know, dude. I was like, what is this, bro? Like, what? It was depressing. I needed to get it done for some of the quest requirements for Fremennik Exiles, though, which I'm so close. I just have to do, I think, Heroes Quest. If anyone out there needs to do Heroes Quest as well, I know it's a joint quest, hit me up, because I still haven't done it. I haven't done like any of the joint team quests because I'm just like, bruv, I don't have anyone to do this with. I think there's some kind of online threads or something kind of like that you can find people to do the quests with, but just throwing it out there. If anyone needs to do Heroes, I'll do. I haven't even done Shield of Arath because I started it and I was like, oh, you need someone else to do it with. I mean, that one I could knock out with my alternate noob account potentially, but Heroes I'm not sure I could do on the old other account. You have an account with both gangs, so you, all right, dude, let's do it. Let's do it, man. Just let me know. Maybe even later today. we could keep blowing glass here for a little bit, and then maybe go knock out some collab quests in the game studio, depending on how long I'm going to be on. I'm going to spend at least 2 to 3 hours working on this piece, though. But we could always knock out another 2 hours doing a game stream as well. Potentially. But heck yeah, boss. That sounds awesome, man. Because, yeah, I need to do those quests so I can keep... Well, I got to do heroes so I can do legends to finish RFD and unlock the old ceramic vase geezer. And I need to do heroes as well so I can knock out the last of the Fremennik series, the old Fremennik Exiles. Is there a bug on my leg? I might have just got bit on my arm. Feels kind of itchy. It's getting around that time of year, lads. I need like a bug screen or something in the back of the studio. Keep them pesky rascals out. All right, cool. We got 6 of the 6 mil, and now I just got to make 1 more of the 8, and we're good to go. Start doing a little more of the fun side of construction on this. For sure you'll be around. You join the Discord as well. Awesome, buddy. Appreciate you. Been getting even closer to Song of the Elves on your iron. Basically finished everything in game on your main. Nice. Quest Master. Just ate the Exiles last week on the iron. Heck yeah. I'm so close to it, and I really want to get it done so I can get the old face guard to the Neats Knot helm or whatever it's called. But I either have to buy the Basilisk Jaw, which I think's like quite a lot, like 14 to 20 mil, or I have to grind out for the drop. And either way, I'm like, ugh. I don't want to do either of those. Damn, dude, have I used all my 4 mil that's laying around here? I might have to go grab some out of my supply box in the basement. Oh wait, nope. Luckily we got just enough to get these last 2 done, or not even last 2. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 6 of the 6 mils. I just need 1 more of the 8s. Just 1 more bit of 8 mil. I can use this piece. It's just a little dirty, so we're gonna give it the old shirt clean. Yeah, look at that. Ugh. She dusty. She a dusty, crusty goober, man. You did the 200 kills and got the head, which is the same rate as the jaw, but not useful at all. Dang. Yeah, I think the Basilisk Jaw is what? Something like 1 in, I don't know, 1 in 1,000 drop rate, I believe. I think it's something like the drop rate is higher on task, which is better too, because I mean you can get some Slayer XP. in the mix as well. But yeah, I want to say the drop rate is higher on task than just going to try it. But I still think they're both like 1 in 1,000 or 1 in maybe 3 off task. I can't remember. Someone was telling me about it the other day. 1 in 1K off task and 1 in 5. Okay. So I was close to the numbers, but not quite there. Also, lads, since we just hit 132 follows, be on the lookout, man. If you could there, big boss, hit the exclamation point IG for me again. But either way, give me a follow on Instagram or jump in the Discord or both. And I'm going to be doing a 125 Twitch follower giveaway super soon. If you want to hit that link and follow me on the old Graham Ham, thank you, ma'am. And it'd be much appreciated. And you got an opportunity to be entered into the giveaway. So be on the lookout for that, because we're at 130 now, and I want to do a 125 Twitch follow giveaway. I gotta make something for it though, as well. Maybe I should do that right now. Maybe I should do that on the stream. Or I might see what kind of runes I can make with the leftover gray frit I have. Maybe do that as the giveaway item, since we got a lot of RuneScape fans in the stream who enjoy the RuneScape gameplay. It's definitely a channel favorite. Not the only thing. Not the only thing I play. But definitely heavy in the rotation, if you know what I'm saying. All right, making the final rib, final 8mm McRib here, and then we're gonna start doing some fun stuff, lads. We're gonna start connecting. We're gonna start doing some cool stuff. All right, take a little breather, drink some water, and then we're gonna bend out the spine, and we're gonna get all these ribs connected. And I'm sure I'm gonna have to make even more, because if you've ever seen a snake skeleton, they've got small ones that go like all the way down and across the back. So I'm sure this won't even be close to enough. But we'll get what we have connected up and then make some more at some point. But we got a bunch. Well, there goes one. Don't worry, it didn't break. Just the 4mm handle broke. But we got a bunch ready to go. We've got over 12, or I think 12 exactly. Damn it. Poor little guy. He didn't stand a chance. Don't worry though, it was just the 4mm handle that broke off on it. It wasn't anything super major. So I'm just gonna reconnect that real quick. I got too excited. Showing you guys. And then I damn dropped it. A good little fumble. A fun little fumble. Yikes. Hey, it's the nature of glass, people. She breaks. She breaks. Alright, I hope that was the one I didn't just make. Okay, it's not hot. At least. I was like, oh gosh, don't be hot. Don't be the one I just made and then I have to wait. Alright, we're good. She back. She back online. Sweet. Ah! I just almost touched it. Heck yeah, though, boys. Much appreciation for everyone who's been hanging out during this stream. I'm glad Torch Tuesdays are back. Let's go. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I did a glass blowing stream. I think about a month, I'd say. And I've really had a blast getting back on the Torch. Also testing out the new wireless mic, which I hope's not getting too hot, being near the Torch and everything. But yeah, hopefully the sound quality is improved from the previous glass streams, potentially. Having this little bad boy. That way I don't have to be super close to the phone. I don't have to yell as much. And I think I can walk all the way over here. And you should be able to still hear me quite clearly. Oh man, I forgot to bring my kendama down. I like to hit a few kendama tricks when we take a little breather. All right, we'll hit a little studio tour real quick as well. What? The Kerm Studios, baby. This is my humble little setup. Got my kiln. Got a bunch of different prep work laying around the town that I need to do something with. Also, all my RuneScape boys. We got a Slayer skull chilling that I need to do something with quite soon. Here's an Elvarog that I abandoned. I didn't like. It came out okay. It looked pretty decent, but I was just like, I didn't like the color. I was like, nah. It was too boily. But the Slayer skull came out pretty cool, I think. Thank you, buddy. And then I started this random DFS shield too, but cracked in the back, unfortunately. But I'll have to revisit that with some better colors, some better gray. I was having fun with that idea. But yeah, this is where the magic happens, lads. I've got a Bethlehem Sharp Flame. Nice torch. We got the little dartboard for side quest activities. And that's about really it. Of course, I got my oxygen tanks and all that other stuff. And my oxygen's over there. My propane's like under my bench, but very nice setup. Thank you, boss. It's not, it's not bad for a little garage studio. Nothing really, dude. Nothing really. I'm kind of all over the place with my glass storage. I have this like 2 things on the side, but pretty much here, I'll just show you. Pretty much everything is either chilling in this box from orders, that I've done. There's a few random scraps in that box over there. And then I have these two little taped together poster tube things with some other random junk in it. And I used to have like a more multi-barreled one of those with all my color in it up front, but I don't even know where that is. So things are kind of a bit scattered around glass storage wise in the old Kerm studio, but yeah, no, we make it work. We make it work. Let me adjust the old tripod too. Maybe a little further down. There we go. I think that's a good frame. Yeah, got the new little tripod too a while back, which has been good for the IRL stuff. And we get the mic where you are upgrading. We're upgrading the IRL gear slowly but surely. Solid, man. I mean, it works, you know. It's not super efficient. I wish I had a rack, but honestly, I don't have a ton of stuff. Most of the time I just buy a bunch of different color and kind of have it sorted out over here. If I had more materials, I probably would have something better. Oh man, I need to refill my water too. She getting low. She getting low. She getting low. Looking good. Thank you, boss. Thank you, my man. Means a lot. Means a lot. The sun has officially set, gentlemen and ladies. So hopefully it cools down a good little bit for us here to keep working on the old Cobra Kai, Cobra skeleton. All right, let's get back to it. Or I might, my water's empty. I might just refill that real quick. And then we'll keep working. I think I'll leave my mic in here though, so you can still hear the music in it. Heck yeah, though, boys! I almost want to show you guys my all my fishing gear. It's right next to me, my kayak and all my different rods. Also in the background up here, got some other backup rods hanging out. Not glass rods, fishing rods, boys. I think this is a little off center now too. Hold up. There we go. I think that fixed it. All right, be right on back. I'm gonna fill up my water. For a moment. And we will continue on the Cobra skeleton here, lads. Be right back. Is that good? Hopefully it's not clue. Hopefully it's not too close. You can hear the music. All right, be right back. right. We back, boys. Heck yeah. You know, not working at a studio anymore and having a kind of a group environment, it's really nice to be able to do a stream and hang out with all of you guys while I'm working. So I really hope everyone enjoys the glass blowing streams. We're going to keep doing game streams, of course, but a nice variety and switch up in content. And it's really fun just hanging out with everyone, you know, having a little more company, because I'm usually just out here listening to music, working alone, and trying to knock out projects. So it's nice having that group style environment back in some kind of way, you know. All right, let's get back to it. So we got some ribs knocked out. Now it's spine bending time, baby. Enjoying the stream. Love to watch people make glass. So much to learn. Oh yeah, always is, man. There's always more to discover with glass. 100%. All right, 1 second. I'm gonna pause the tunes real quick here and take a quick look at a cobra skeleton so we can get a good idea of what shape we need to make this spine. It might have to be a two-piecer as well, because what I'm seeing is, I mean, I can kind of freestyle it my own way. It looks like a big arch in the back, and then at the bottom it kind of swirls around, basically, from the pictures that I'm looking at here. Yeah, well, at least the king cobra. The king cobra skeleton. All right, let's pop the tunes back on. Let's fire up the torch. And let's continue creating wonders. All right, let's do it. Let's do it to it, my dudes. I wish I had more 8mm punties laying around, to be fair. I might just have to steal one from this bottom jaw prep, because I don't have a ton laying around at the moment, so we'll just bust that off for now, because I need one with a little bit of length to it. Little bit of length. Hold up, I wanna reframe a bit. There we go. All right, let's go. Gotta rip the old vape ski before you make ski. And mostly because I didn't eat a ton before the stream. I only had a few slices of pizza before I got cooking here. All right, let's go. So from the pictures I was seeing, kind of up, we'll start with the top bit. Oh, I had that little bit, but it's kind of short, so let's get connected up to the end. Man, this thing is so long. That's what she bloody said, mate. But for real, it's one of the longest spines I've ever made. Because, I mean, it's just how it is. It's just, see, cobra skeleton, you know? It's a damn snake skeleton. So it's gotta be quite long. I may even have to do another part connected to the bottom where I have kind of the tail end trailing around. But she long. She a long one. Wipe off a little of the kiln dust. And then we're going to go for a nice fat reducing style flame. And we're going to get the top where it's going to connect to the main part of the skull. So we're just going to slowly heat that basically and bring it around town. Bring it around town. Forgot to dust off the end as well. Just real slow, steady movements with these kind of things too. And I keep seeing this like bit of dust. I keep thinking I've wiped it off all the way, and then this like is reappearing on me on the sides. All right, it's starting to do what I want it to do. I just need a little more kickback on this part right here. I want it to be ready to strike. Give it the old Cobra strike, you know. And also never a bad idea to reheat certain areas like this to make sure there's no devitrification or any creases in the glass. All right, I think that's about good, ladies and germs. Middle part relatively straight, but I want to give it some kind of lean-ish, a little bit of movement to it so it's not like majorly rigid. And also now that I've turned my handle, it'll be a little bit, how do I say it, a little bit more challenging to bend in the right way because my handle that I'm using is off axis. But I want a little bit of movement right here. There we go. That's nice. And then some more, a little bit lower. We're going to do kind of a more wild bend on this one. Get it nice and evenly heated. Another thing too, when you're bending such a large frame like this, you want to keep all the dots of the spine as much on axis and straight as you can. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Starting to do what I want. I want it to be really, really upright though. All right, now that I've moved that, I want this part right here to have a little more curvature. So it looks natural. All right, that's starting to look good. One thing I don't like now though is how diagonal the bottom bend has gotten. So we're gonna readjust right in this middle part of the spine too. Keep bringing it around. There we go, baby. There we go. Because I want it to be a little kind of like almost S-shaped, to where the snake is kind of like up, and then it's mostly straight, and then it has a little bit of kick forward to where the head's going to be. That way we can start bending this around into more of a circular kind of coiled up base. That is the plan, my friends. Also, you do want to be careful when going back into areas that you've already reheated, because they can get cooled too rapidly and shock the glass and potentially cause stress and cracking. And you don't want that. You don't want that with all the work you've already put in for what you're doing. So we're going to arch that forward more, like so. It needs a little more heat. So we're going to adjust the flame just a tad. Because if you I tried to bend it more than it was allowing me to. So it fogged up a little bit. There was a touch of devitrification, which to all my people who don't blow glass is basically when you try to move something too quickly, it'll get this slight layer of fog / wrinkling. Because it didn't have enough heat where you try to force the bend, is essentially how I can explain that. All right. Looking a little more snaky now. Looking a little more snake-like. Now I think I'm going to do one more small bend on the tail end, because I want to start kicking it over to the left. But it might need a bit of a reheat in the kiln for a moment. We don't want to force too much in one go here. And this one, I'm going to get, I give it a lot more heat than I have on those previous bends, because it's going to be a lot more of a movement. A little more chaotic type of a move. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bend it a little bit this way. And then we're going to start going back the other way with the rest of the tail. Rest of the tail end. All right, that is looking pretty much exactly how I want it to, though. Now we just got to keep going down the tail here. And one little spinal column at a time. Get the right sort of movement and motion that I'm going for. Gradual. Got to do everything gradually with glass because you can always add more, but it's a little harder to take it away. So I'm going to keep heating this back section here, and we're just going to do little bends along the way, while also trying to keep all of it as centered as we can. I also want it to be nice and flat. Oh yeah, boys. Oh yeah. The snake be snaking. Sorry if this just looks like a crazy roller coaster at this stage. It's gonna get better. I promise. Just kind of wild handle-wise now. It's all over the place. All right, I think it's a good starting point. I want to go a little further around, do a bit more bendage on the back though. What do we think though, lads? We looking good? Or am I out of my mind? I think it's looking pretty good. It's definitely an awkward shape to it though. Crazy style. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm thinking it'll look even nicer with that kind of coiled up style tail. That's what I'm trying to work on right here. We're just slowly bringing it around. But I'm thinking that's looking pretty snaky. Let's move this real quick though, because I want everything to sit flat. Okay. Just Gonna need a little more bendage in the appendage here. Yeah, I think I will have to connect up like a second notch on the tail. This is just kind of our base frame. I want the tail to thin out and go into a full kind of little spiral type look. But it'll connect up nicely to this more stocky end bit. And I want it to just gradually get thinner and thinner, but we're getting there. One slow bend at a time, boys. One slow bend at a time. We're going crazy with it. You always try to do not too much fast with curves. Yeah, man. Thank you, buddy. You just gotta be real slow and steady with it, you know? You can't rush the process of really curling something all the way around like this, because it'll just get uneven and kind of hurt you in the long run. All right, look at that, boys. We're fucking snaked up. We are snaked up and snaked out. I want a little more on the end though here. Just a tiny bit. Just a touch. Just a touch, boys. Oh, a little much. A little much. I'm also resting it on the Marva pad to make sure everything's good to go. But I'm thinking that's looking pretty fucking snake-tastic, if I say so myself. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my handle from before that we have on the front, and I'm gonna bend that down so we can have a nice bridge that will keep everything stable. And when I go to put the ribs on, a nice little point of connection, because this is going to be a tricky hold. It's going to be a weird grip. I'm going to have to choke up on it a little because it's going to want to just move. I'm going to have to do even another bridge probably. I'm not going to link that up now though, because it's just like all over. It's all over the damn show. So we're just going to take that piece off and try to move it and groove it a little bit over there. All right, boom. That's exactly what I needed. It's definitely going to get chaotic with the shape, just because of the nature of things. It's going to want to swing down and around a lot. So I may have to switch axis on the handles. But what I can do is I can just hold it straight like this when I'm doing the ribs. But when I want to hold it like that, it's going to naturally want to swing around, just because of how tall and crazy it is. Whoa, what's going on with my mini torch? There we go. Nope. Come on. Give me the gas, baby. All right, this has been out of the kiln for a solid minute. I don't want any of the appendages to crack or anything to get squirrely on us. So I'm going to pop it back in. I'm also putting this handle on the Marva pad, because when I heat the main part, where I'm holding will just flop over like insane style. So we're going to just rest it We're just gonna rest it for a moment on the old Malva pad. But all right, one quick look before I toss it in the kiln. It's gonna be a weird position, but here's what we got. We got the general coil here. Whoa, whoa, I told you, it's gonna wanna swing around on us. And then we've got the main kind of back part. The skull will go up here. We'll start the ribs along here. And this is the start of the coiled tail. And we're going to add another appendage that kind of coils further around so it can sort of stand up on its own way. But there's a little look-see of what we got so far. All right, this is going to be an awkward one in the kiln. How am I going to angle this right? Ah, shoot, boys. Ah, shoot. It's, the back is like too wide. Hold up. We can do this. We can do this. All right. I mean, it's in. But I might have to just switch to holding it by the top or something. Because it's just super awkward where it's at. Might have to do more of a bend on the tail, to be fair. Oh, let's try to figure out where I can stick it. I need a bigger kiln, lads. I thought it would be okay with the shape, but it is definitely an weird one. I don't know what to do about it. All right, we'll just rest it there for a second. I might have to end up clipping the handle and then grabbing on with the tongs and like readjusting. One thing led to another. Now you're back with a drinking tacos. Hell yeah. Heck yeah, buddy. I'm liking the look so far though. But now we're struggling with the awkward angle of getting it in the kiln right. I don't know what to do. All right, we're gonna do a risky maneuver here. Grab on with these. Oh shit! Don't get on the handle. No. Bad snake. Bad snake. Because I can't even get it in the kiln at this point. It's too massive. So what I'm gonna do is some madman engineering. I'm gonna have to just clip this off for now. All right, trust me, I'm a professional. But I'm gonna have to clip the bridge. Unfortunately, nothing's fine. Nothing's fucked. Don't worry, guys. I just had to clip that bridge off because it's not fitting. It's not fitting in the kiln without having an awkward handle out the front. So it's in. It's in now. And here's where a little hardcore studio engineering comes in. I got to do some other madman work because all of the kilns open at the moment and we're losing heat by the second. So I got to be quick. Where's my lighter? All right. I got to go mad scientist, boys. And this is going to be heckin' hot now. because it's been sitting where it's at. But I gotta clip it. I gotta clip it and re-punty. So we're gonna hit it with the mini torch in the kiln, and we're just gonna pull it off. Or just bend it. We can also just bend it down. It's gonna be a shit angle, but we're good. Everything's good. I just did not anticipate the size that things would get to after doing that. And it went a little crazy, but we're still all good. Woo! That was crazy. Got it done though. I wish I had a bigger kiln. I could have just left it as it was, but I got a wide one, but not a tall one. All right, we got it sorted though, boys. It's good in the kiln. And now I'm gonna have to do some studio engineering and think about where I can re-handle to it to put the ribs on, because doing that maneuver was not ideal. Oh no. All my ribs got bunched up. Now I gotta separate the 6 and the 8 again, unfortunately, because I needed my mortar pad to make sure it was flat on the bottom there. But we're good. She's in the kiln. A weird bend on the handle, but she is in there like swimwear. Whew! Got a little intense. Got a little intense there, boys. With all the bends I was doing, I didn't really think through how it would fit in the kiln. I mean, I knew it was big and long, but the width of the coil at the bottom, the width of the curve, that's kind of what jammed me up a little bit. But she's all good. No cracks, no skadinks, no nothing. The only thing I'm going to have to rethink is how I'm going to go about getting the handle back on in a good spot where I can hold it, and a good spot where it can fit in the kiln with no problem. I'm thinking maybe go in with some of this thicker stuff. We're going to use the rest of this bit for the tail as well. But for doing all the ribs, I think maybe I might have to do a weird kind of L bend and then attach it on the one side and then bridge it back in kind of a square, so that way I can hold on evenly and get it in the kiln, and being able to shut the kiln door with how awkward the shape is. Oh man, nothing like a good challenge though. That's what I love about glass. I think I've earned a much needed water and vape break. Okay, phone battery's good too. Awesome. Oh, crappy ass gamer. I didn't know. I didn't even read that was you. I thought it was old Ben. at first because I have my goggles on. But heck yeah, buddy, how's the tacos, my man? Also, what are you drinking on? Another marg? The old marg? You're always hitting the tacos when I'm getting real hungry on stream too. Yeah, bastard. Nah, I'm just kidding. But every time I'm starting to feel like, man, I'm a little hungry. I could go for some food myself. And then you're like, I got tacos. Na, 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 na. Very well done. You also have a small kiln. And yeah, it can get crazy because mine's really wide. So if I just anticipate leaning it on its side, then it's fine. And I mean, it did sort of fit, but the punty handle was like rocketing up and holding the door open. So I got a little bit nervous, but thank you so much, man. Just had to adjust a little bit. I potentially could have left the bridge on too, but then I couldn't have melted down that handle as easily. And I mean, this is still on there pretty decent. I gotta make sure it's all secure. But here's the start of our Cobra skeleton. Still a little awkward to hold. I think I might just bridge the neck down to here and maybe extend this handle and then hit that other side of this with the mini torch again. Make sure that connection is nice and solid. Or I might grab it and hit it with this. Have a little bit more stout of a handle to grab on with. But so far, it's looking quite nice. We're gonna start popping ribs on all the little notches here and bending those around. And it's gonna start looking more and more Cobra-like. Sorry about this weird end. That's where I had to clip the bridge off. Yeah, man, for sure though. With the small kiln, sometimes you just gotta make madman quick adjustments like that. But we handled it. We handled it well, and nothing cracked or broke or went wrong at that stage. And luckily for the old mini torch, baby, mwah, mini torch saved the day. Clips were good too, because I had to nip that bridge off, which is right here. Chilling now. And then the old mini torch saved the day. I was actually thinking about pulling off the whole handle and just repunting up and grabbing on with the Kevlar tongs or something to the whole body. But that probably would have been a bit tricky as well. So I thought, you know, let's just bend it. Let's just bend it back down. Give it the old Bensky. Oh. Yeah, I do wish I had a taller kiln for sure at times. But the old Bluebird XL, it's nice because of how wide it is. Like, it's really got some solid width, but the height is only like around that much. You get a chili pepper. I have used them before. I do know. Which is basically like a little toolbox. So sometimes you just open the top and stick stuff in there, and you can lose a lot of heat. Yeah, it was definitely losing heat when I was trying to wiggle around with all that. It got down to like, I think it got down to like 700, but luckily it's a solid piece and a little more stable on that end of the things, you know. Oh, all right. Well, we're going to get back to it in a second here. I got to readjust and retool and come up with a good solution and strategy to getting this handle in a nice spot, and then also getting it bridged to the side body of the skeleton so I can hold on to everything nice and get it back in the kiln without losing any heat, having to do that wacky maneuver again. You have a broken F-150 as well. You gotta fix it up. It needs wiring for the 20 amp too. I gotcha. Yeah, it's hard to I mean, I almost want to switch to one of those as well because they're a little taller and a little easier to work with in a lot of ways. But I do really like, I mean, this one's got me through some good times, you know. And with the how wide it is, like I can kind of just lean like big stuff like this in either all the way to the back or a little sideways, and it does work out for sure. At the same time though, it sucks a little bit feeling limited by the size of your kiln on the scale of things you can make. When I made that super giant Stegosaurus skeleton, I ended up finishing it at a buddy studio who has the giant scarab, huge kiln that's like friggin' massive. So that was handy for making a making a piece of such magnitude. Oh, I forgot to see what Graffy said. Oh, he didn't say anything. I thought he mentioned about the what kind of tacos he's got rocking and what kind of drink. You could punty to the head and stick the punty out of the side of the kiln, or will be too close to heat the ribs. Yeah, so I gotta think what's the best plan. I could punty to the head, but then I gotta think about the shape when I lay it in flat as well, because that's got kind of a weird front curve to it now. I possibly could have left that a little bit straighter until the end. That way I can do that and then re-bridge to the back of the tail. Might work. It might be a viable strat. I like to make goblets, and sometimes the fill about the they fill about the entire volume of the chili pepper. Yeah, buddy, it's a tough strat. I haven't made a goblet in forever. I do have some random pieces of kind of a crappy one that I started a while back. It's got a little foot and kind of more of a champagne flute type thing. But yeah, with all the crazy bends, I do have to think about where's going to be the best spot for it to lay in the kiln good and also have stability to work with. They can be, man. They can be a bitch. Especially things that just like aren't on axis, you know? Like big things like this that are on a perfect straight, you're good. You're good to go. But like what I'm working on is got crazy bends all over the place. It's nuts. Yo, big boss. Super hectic night over here. Sorry you haven't gotten on earlier. No worries, my man. We've done a lot of different things today. I've got all the ribs made up for it. I'm working on a quite big scale cobra skeleton at the moment. I'll pull it out of the kiln in a sec. and show you what I got done so far. But it's coming out pretty cool. The only thing I'm thinking of is I just had to do some Madman science stuff so I could get it in the kiln, because with all the bends, it's like laying at a super weird angle. So we're re-strategizing, we're brainstorming about where to put the punty and where to re-bridge over. Nope, just having fun, buddy. Just having fun, making a big sculpture with the boys. But yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you in a sec, big boss. Also, I haven't rocked a piss yet on this stream, and we've been going for a solid while now. 2.5 hours. So I think I'm overdue to rock one. Yeah, man, I had to clip the bridge off the end, so that's not like a permanent fixture. So don't just ignore that part. But all right, let's take another peek for old LHB. He finally got in. I was talking about you earlier too, buddy. I was like, man, you've been wanting me to do a glass stream too, and I'm glad you made it though, big boss. Nice to see you. Sorry you're having a hectic night over there. All right, let's check it out, shall we? Woo! This handle's a little short too, but this is what we got so far. We've got a nice little like coiled up bottom. We got a crazy bend here. The front of the skull is going to go up top, but we're starting to get that nice coiled up snake look. I'm going to add another bit that goes like kind of all the way around the back as well, so it can kind of come out here and then do a little spiral around the back. That way you can put it flat on the table. This is what we're rocking so far. It's a little awkward to hold. I'm going to have to re-strategize of where I want to put this punty at. But there's a little look-see at her. And then we've got a bunch of ribs made already that are going to start going along the side here. I'm going to kind of bend them in and connect those all up as well. But yeah, I do have to figure out a good strat to where this punty is going to go from now on. I mean, there's not bad. I think honestly, it'd be fine re-puntying to the tail with a more stable connection. If I go in with some of this like 7mm and then do kind of a square-ish bridge from the base around, like a little triangle square type deal, that should give us some good stability to work with and lay in the kiln as flat as we can get it with all the damn crazy curves on her. Let me catch up here though. Literally had it marked down today too, but your friend broke his wrist and needed a ride to the ER. Damn, dude, that's crazy. Damn, looking crazy good, dude. Sneaky snack. Thank you so much, boss. It's gonna be absolutely nuts looking, all finished up. I hope so. Hope everything goes without any problems. It's not CFL actually. It's just clear, because I'm quite low on color at the moment, but I have a decent little stockage of clear glass. And also I'm going to make another curled up, thinned out end to the tail to connect up to that bottom bit at a certain point. I think once I get all the ribs on and the head in place, it's going to be hard to punty to at that point. But maybe I can just pull it out with the Kevlar gloves and the tongs, set it on the mortar pad, get the mini torch out, and just kind of pop that tail on. Skull, buddy, skull. Nah, you're all good. The head should look sick though. I don't know if I think I want to do some of the ribs first and get the main thickness out of the way and then put the head on slash skull. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Big Boss. I don't even sweat it. But heck yeah, buddy. Appreciate you showing up for the old glass stream, baby. Torch Tuesdays are back in Snackshon. Seriously, much love to everyone that tuned into this one. And then testing out the old new wireless mic here. I think it's worked pretty damn well. So that's also good. Doing a little gear test. It's going to be a permanent thing. Probably, man. I'm thinking Torch Tuesdays are back. Are totally back. I do still... I'm waiting to get some more color as well. So I can make more things. But, I mean, I have enough clear to continue working on this bad boy for a while. Also, when I make the skull part, I might have to use some clear tubing. I don't know how small scale I have things though, but we'll make it work. I always bloody do, mate. We can always just pull out some of the thicker, bigger tubing. A great mic indeed. Heck yeah, boys. I'm glad it's working out well. I think it's improved the production quality of the glass streams a little more so. Because when I first did them, I felt like I was just like yelling over the torch or trying to talk way too loudly. So I'm glad these this little guy's working out. I got 2 of them as well. A little upgrade for the IRL setup. All right. 1 second though, lads. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm about to boist. So I'm gonna take the mic off and go to the bathroom real quick. And I think try to get a better position on this puntee so it's more stable. Try to whack on a few more ribs. And yeah, I think that might be it for today. But it's been a solid comeback to Torch Tuesdays, boys. Many more in the future. I realized the other day too, I was like, man, it's been like a month since I did a live glassblowing stream. And honestly, I did a lot of the other ones when I was still in the early days. I mean, I'm still in the early days of Twitch, but this one has definitely had a solid turnout. So if everyone's enjoying the content, we're definitely going to keep doing more. All right. That being said, BRB, I'm going to go hit the bathroom real quick, and I will be right back. BRB, boys. BRB. Or BRB. had to lean into the mic. back. We back. I was considering doing a game stream at the end here. I don't know if I want to stop and start the stream though, since I'm on the phone. We could potentially hit a little quest action on the Scape after, if anyone's up for it. Or we can always just wait until tomorrow or the next day to do something like that. Also, I was thinking while I was up there, it might be the best strategic maneuver to wait until this is cooled down so I can grab on with the hands and then connect up the 7mm punty so it can be a little more on axis, because it's going to be difficult to resituate and get it back on the handle of like where it's at, and the handle I already have on at the moment, unless I do just like punty to the noggin and try to do that. But I think it'd probably be easier to wait till it's cooled off and then just straight hand grab and connect back up with this nice chunky monkey right here. Ah! But in the meanwhile, I could do a little human skull tutorial or something to end off with, or whatever we're feeling, lads. Looks great. Nice. Thank you, boss. What I will do, though, is I'm going to take that end bit where I had to clip the bridge off, and we're gonna remove that first as well, so there's no weird sharp parts that we have to grab onto when I do that. But yeah, I think having it cooled down and out of the kiln will be easier, because it's got such a short handle on it now that it's just a little difficult to work with. I didn't anticipate all those bends, boys. Hey, no worries, buddy. No worries. How are them tacos, big dog? All right, though. Let's do that at the minimum, and then maybe wrap up this Twitch Tuesday at the 3-hour marker. I did want to put a good few ribs on. I just didn't anticipate the punty trouble situation. But if you've been AFK and have not seen, here's what we got working so far, lads. Yeah, because this is already roasting. Like, I'm having to grab right at the end. So I think if I let it cool down, I can grab on. I mean, I could use the Kevlar gloves. Potentially triple layer up on that, but it gets pretty toasty. So basically what I'm going to do is, when it cools down, I'm going to grab onto this whole side and then re-punty to the base with a thicker one, and then bridge. Oh shit, got some damn goo, got some junk on it. Just torch that off real quick. But yeah, I think grabbing onto it will be easier. That way I can have everything good to go, and then we'll re-bridge this part to there, so we have a nice little stable kind of loop connection to work with. But first, oh, don't have my goggles. Your boy needs his goggies. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. It'll probably be safer to take this 7mm, grab it by hand, repunty to a really solid connection here, and then bridge over with a bit of 8mm to the side so it can all be stable. And I'm going to pop it back in the kiln since I just randomly reheated that bit of schmutz on the side. And we're just going to take this little tag end where I had to clip the bridge off. And I think that's going to be about it for today, laddies. It's been a damn fun Torch Tuesday getting back into the swing of things here. All right. I don't recommend working two sides of the same piece of glass, but I'm gonna readjust this so when I have to when I do connect up to it later on, it'll have two good ends. Frig off, OP. No one's keystering this thing. Except maybe you. The butt cheek champion of the world. You goober. Alright, got that end reworked. And I think the other side's fine. I just wanted to readjust a little bit on that. Oh, man. I'll give her a go. I think you got it. I think you got it, big dog. Did you see what we got rocking with though on the Cobra skeleton so far? Did you give it a sneak peek, or did it go back in the kiln before you saw it? I'm gonna bring it back out in a sec and take off that tag end where I had to clip the bridge to maneuver it in. Thank you, big boss. Definitely something new. Sorry, I was hearing some commotion outside. I was like, there's no stream snipers trying to bust into my studio right now, is there? Or animals. Oh. Also, I wonder the raid strat. Can I raid directly off the phone? I can edit stream info. I'll try. I'll try at the end. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But you gotta be a good Twitch streamer and try to raid. I'm looking out the garage again though. I heard some commotion. Oh, goes there. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, though, let's do this finishing little move here and take off that tag end and give you guys another chance to sneak a peek at what we've got done so far on this streamage. It's just hot. It's a hot boy. It's got a short little handle on it. So we gotta be careful of where I'm grabbing. Just like in life. All right, we're gonna clip this end off though. Clip the end and clip the end and end the clip. It's looking like a damn Gyarados maniac piece at this point. Because yeah, with the repunty situation, it'll definitely be safer to just grab it after we pull it out of the kiln and repunty to the front with that 7 mil. And it's awkward to grab at the moment. I totally could. Just having the right colors would be good to go. We'd be good to go, boys. But all right, here's the plan of action. I'm going to wait till it's out of the kiln. I'm going to grab it by the body when it's cold. And I'm going to repunty with some of the 7 mil so it's a more stable connection. And then we're going to take some 8 mil and bridge up to the side so we can kind of hold it on a more direct loop and we don't have all this top weight that's going to constantly want to swing around. Oh, got a bunch of little dusties on it though. But heck yeah, boys, this is what we got rocking so far. The Cobra skeleton is coming along swimmingly. I'll try to get another shot of the other side. And it's gonna look pretty damn cool, I think. Especially once we repunty up. And we can get all the we're gonna get all the ribs connected and kind of bent around. And then connect up the head. And then we're gonna make a little bit more of a thin part of the tail. It's gonna kind of wrap all the way around from here to here, basically. I'm excited. It's a fun little project. The old Kermy Wormy. The old Kermy Snaky. Alright, I can put it in a little further now since I probably won't be grabbing it back. That's what she bloody said, mate. Sheesh. But alright though, lads. Your boy is getting hungry. We've done some nice work and we're somewhat at a standstill with having to reconnect and doing those other things. I kind of didn't anticipate all the bends and how it would fit in the kiln, but we made it work and just kept going, just stuck with it, and it's looking pretty dang nice. I did have to do a little madman maneuvering and clip the bridge off real quick, and then I went in while I was in the kiln and mini torched the handle and bent it down so it would actually fit in. Heck yeah though, lads. Really appreciate. Oh, I want to dox my license plate. I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it where it's at. No one saw that. I don't drive this. Okay, it's not even me. Uh, Great stream. Looking forward to the next glass stream. Heck yeah, buddy. Me too, man. I think we're gonna make this a regular weekly thing. Torch Tuesdays are back in action, boys. Got a little upgrade. Got the mic rocking. I upgraded my tripod too from the super earlier ones, and the previous ones as well. It was a little colder, but now the spring/summer weather is shaping up nice. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, chilling in the studio, and not chilling temperature wise because it's actually quite nice. So we're gonna have plenty more summer nights together, hanging in the studio, building some fun things. Torch Tuesdays are officially back. All right, lads. Much love and appreciation to everyone that stopped by and hung out for this whole stream. You guys are rad. Much love as always. I'm gonna see if I can raid off the phone. If not, I could try and just run up and do it on my laptop real quick, or we can just cut it short. Either way, I don't know who's even on right now because I cannot check with the IRL setup, but I think Nomadic Gaijin, our big boss, the main man, I think he's online. So we might have to hit him with a cheeky little raid if that's a possibility. But I may have to run up to the gaming studio to do it because I'm not sure I can raid out on the phone. But I can give it a try. I can give it a whack. Hell yeah, brother. Kampai, kampai. I don't have nothing to kampai at the moment, but cheers my empty water bottle. Cheers, lads. Kampai, kampai. Much love, much love. All right, let me see if I can raid off the phone ski here. I'm not sure how it works, to be fair. Edit stream info. No, I can only edit my stream info. Lame-sh. Super lame-sh. Well, what do you think, boys? Should I pop upstairs and raid old Nomad? Or should we just call it a darn old night? Super solid stream, though. We made some good progress on this Cobra skeleton. A solid 3 hours and 3 minutes of power. Testing out the new mic. Making some progress. Torch Tuesdays are back in Snack Shawn, boys. So make sure to lock in. And 100%, I'll be back either tomorrow or the next day, depending on what I have going on for another game stream. Possibly some more RuneScape questing. Maybe get those final 2 orbs on Spyro finally and get a swing at the final boss and finish that one off. But all right, lads. Shoot. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Do I have a coin on me? Do I have a coin ski? To raid or not to raid? That is the question. I'll hold the skull like Shakespeare. To raid or not to raid? I don't think it'd be. I'm pretty sure I could do it off the computer, but it just might be a lot of random extra steppage running all the way up there and turning that on. But yeah, no, it's always it is always appreciated by me and fellow streamers. So maybe we should. Maybe we should. I wish I had a coin. I wish I had the old coin to flip. I wish I could just raid off the phone. Run a vote? I can't even do polls on the IRL, man. Unless LHB, you could try to do /poll potentially, and you could set it up, but with the IRL setup, I don't know how. It doesn't give me much options. I might try the next stream on Streamlabs instead of just the standard Twitch IRL interface type dealio, because I think I might get some of my alerts and potentially could do these other little whatnots that I want to do with that. What the heck, boys? Let's raid out. Oh, cool. You started a poll? Nice. Let's go, buddy. I cannot see it though. So we'll just have to go look. All right. Well, if that's the case, let's pop upstairs to the game studio for a second and chill. And depending on what the poll is, then we'll do whatever it be. But may as well, man. Nah, like raid, do a Twitch raid. Although I do want to do TOA or some other raids soon on RuneScape, so be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for that, lads. Yeah, someone, not the game. Or I would. I mean, I could raid myself, go upstairs, and we could keep playing games. Heck yeah. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Yeah, I've been wanting to do that, and I think I've got the stat requirements to get it done. But all right, let's turn the kiln off for now, and turn off my gases. Drain the veins, if you will, and we'll pop upstairs. How long is the poll though, my man? Is it a 3 minute? Is it a 5 minute? I got no idea. All right. Drain the old gas. Rating yourself is more of a OF activity? Brother! I don't know what that means, but exactly, crappy. Cheers to that. Think it's a fiver? You need to do Beneath Cursed Sands. Yeah, man, I thought you were going to knock that one out the other night. All right, we got the oxygen off. Let's go under the damn table. Turn the propane off, too. I am the mystery Kerm voice. I'm the Kerm in your head. Oh, here I am. Oh, do you need Beneath Cursed Sands for TOA? Shoot. I did not know that. I thought I could just do it. Well, I might need to do Beneath Cursed before we do that then. All right, draining the old propane vein. Let's try to make it a cool thumbnail. Maybe not. Yeah, it's a requirement. The other 2 raids don't need quests. Okay. Well, shoot. Maybe another raid then. Or I can try to knock the Beneath Cursed Sands quest out before I try it. I mean, I guess I have to. You need a higher range. You get close, but you're not good. I got 80 range, so I think that's sufficient enough. No clue. No clue, though. All right, lads. 1 second. We're going to pop up to the studio and see the results of this poll. You need night at the theater for TOB. You can do TOB as soon as you get into Mori. If you get it, I'll try again. Really? Oh, shit. We're learning, boys. We're learning. We're learning the things. All right, I'm going to turn the light off. I'm going to go dark. Go dark mode for just a moment here, lads. We're going to pop up to the studio and see the results of the poll and try to raid out to my boy, whoever we got online. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Yours told you to do it, get the hang of it. Yeah, you just need some XP from Night at the Theater to do TOB, your favorite content. Well, heck yeah, boys, we're learning. We're learning information right now. Oh, looks like the poll ended. Can I review? Nope, it just shows me my alerts. What did it land on, boys? To raid? Or not to raid? I gotta fire up the old computer first before I can see, unless anyone wants to let me know. Four to 0. Raid. So what? Raid 1 then? Is that what happened? Raid 1? All right, boys. Well, we're gonna do a dang old raid. Oh, I still have my glass goggles on. All right. Well, since I'm up here and it won, perfect timing. Let's get on the old interwebulars. Oh, I'm using this mic. I'm like trying to talk into this, and it ain't even Steven. All right, boys. Well, heck yeah. Much love, lads. It's been an absolutely smasher, basher, enjoyable stream. Torch Tuesdays is officially back, and we've had some good numbers, some good analytics on this stream. So we're definitely gonna keep doing some more. You need to learn if you wait. You need to learn if you want to learn Kerm. What? What does that mean? But yeah, we're gonna learn some raids for sure real soon. But right now we're gonna do a standard Twitch raid. If I can even do it. I want to say I can. All right, stream manager. Raid browser. Okay, we got it. We can do it. Let's do my following. Who do we got? Oh yeah, Nomadic Gaijin is online, boys. Learn TOB soon, boys, soon. If I end up doing a stream tomorrow, it'll definitely be a game stream, and we can all hang on out and play some RuneScape together, lads. But all right, we are gonna raid my man Nomadic Gaijin. show them some love. Hit the Kerm raid emote if you want, or just say Kerm raid, whatever. Usually I do a message, but I can't type in the chat off the phone, which kind of sucks. So, lads, really appreciate each and every single one of you for tuning in to this Torch Tuesday. It's been an absolute blast. I've really enjoyed it, and I will be doing them more frequently. Torch Tuesdays are now back in the mix. It's going to be regular scheduled programming at this stage. But all right, lads, I'm going to start the raid. Much love, everyone out there who tuned into the stream. Thank you, everyone that chatted, lurked, enjoyed this time in the studio, the Glass Studio together. Much, much love. I will catch you very soon, tomorrow, if not the next day, for the game stream. Until then, my friends, hope you all have a fantastic night. Enjoy yourselves, and we will catch you on the next one. Thank you so much, everyone. Peace out. Peace, lads. Laters. Peace.